How you doing, guys? I'm Matt Waldin, Pro Drifter, and today we're here with Mishimoto and one of the top tuner cars of all time, the Subaru Impreza WRX. This thing is an absolute beast on the road. With some of the best handling and acceleration a driver can get out of a production car, it's no wonder that these things are popular. The WRX really creates some passionate fans, and for their hookup needs, these guys need a company that's just as passionate. That's where Mishimoto comes in. To show the love for the Subaru WRX, Mishimoto has gathered 3 WRXs for this project. They're here to help your WRX stay cool with the Mishimoto Silicone Intercooler Kit. To install the Mishimoto Silicone Hose Kit for the intercooler system on the Subaru WRX, you will need ratchet, extension, 12mm socket, pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, 8mm socket, and an 8mm nut driver. Installation time is about 45 minutes and a difficulty of 3 out of 5. Before beginning any work, you want to disconnect the negative battery terminal to ensure that none of the fans and or other electronic accessories will turn on while you're working on it. First, unhook the bypass valve and follow along as we unhook the intercooler. Once you got those 2 guys loose, there's 2 12mm sockets that hold the whole intercooler in place, 1 on each side. Once you have all those off, disconnect the PCV lines, which are the lines that run across the front of the intercooler here. And these aren't actually attached to the intercooler, they just run across the front of it. Once everything's loose, you got one more hose clamp to do, or to undo, will be to loosen the hose clamps that go to the throttle body. Once you have all those items disconnected, slide the intercooler out of place. Now for the one that's inside here on the intake tube, it's a little bit easier if you rotate this around, and you may have to remove the coolant line from down here. These can be a little stubborn, that's for sure. Oh yeah, it's coming. You can feel it. You feel me, guys? Ooh, she's a stubborn one. We got it. Here you can see the differences between the Mishimoto hose and the stock OEM rubber hose. Stock OEM rubber hose has definitely seen some better days. Can't deny the quality of the Mishimoto hose is 3-layer reinforced silicone. Rubber, not gonna last very long. Not gonna hold up to the heat, and definitely not gonna hold up to any kind of pressure. Silicone, you're good to go. Chicks dig it, cars love it. One of those things. All right, time to install the Mishimoto silicone hose from the blow-off valve to the intake duct. I'm gonna slide that guy right on like that. Here the differences are once again obvious with the Mishimoto being silicone, this one actually being plastic. Plastic just has no business right next to a turbo, and if you guys know anything about WRXs, these are a huge problem on the WRXs. So if you're having trouble beating those Dodge Neons, you're losing boost, this is probably your culprit. Replace it with a Mishimoto silicone hose today. That way you can get back that horsepower you're missing. So here you go. Let's take a little bit of time, loosen up these hose clamps here. If you're doing this for the video, folks, make sure you have the Mishimoto logo label faced, okay? We're being professionals now, label faced, see that? There, huh? When you see that in your engine bay, that's what you're gonna see. That's a sign of quality. That's a sign of a lifetime warranty. Anything goes wrong with that, you're gonna know that that's being replaced by Mishimoto. All right, when you're ready to reinstall the intercooler, make sure that you get the hose on this turbo outlet first and then on the throttle body. That'll make life a little bit easier for you guys at home there. That guy on there, tighten up the clamps. Make sure this is sitting on top of this mount over here. Now that we got both hose clamps on, we're ready to put both mounting bolts back in. Reconnect your PCV hoses. And last but not least, the bypass valve. Let's go ahead and reconnect our negative battery terminal. And that concludes the Mishimoto Intercooler Silicone Hose Kit.